Peace and blessings. This is Lisa Marie. How are you all this morning? Wonderful, amazing, beautiful morning. I want to give a shout out to a sister before we go further. So y'all, I am in my lounge wear today. This is the lounge wear and the pants, and it's very beautiful, kimono style, honey, kimono style. I'm just gonna say, yeah, kimono style. And I got this from World Market, like not the Christmas that passed, but last Christmas. And I love it. And the pants have got like a little split on the side of the pants. So it's loungewear. It's like when you want to, you got stuff to do, but you don't want to look raggedy doing it. That's me, y'all. I don't even like to clean junkily. Like, I don't even like to clean not looking cute. Like, I need a crop top, some baggy. If we're gonna do some sweatpants, okay, baggy, but you gotta have a crop top. You gotta have something to remind me that I am a girl. And for me, that's how I feel. My girl, my divine femininity is all about how I feel. So yeah, even because see, when I'm cleaning, I have to pass mirrors. Okay, when I pass mirrors and I look in it, I want to feel good. Because usually cleaning and cleansing to me, they're one and the same. Cleaning and cleansing. Let's move that. Okay. Cleaning and cleansing, they're one and the same to me. Like it's not, I mean, there is a difference but they're one and the same. When I'm cleaning, I'm also cleansing. So when I'm cleaning my house from physical dirt, debris, I believe because I'm coming from a spiritual place that I was taught that cleaning is spiritual. I guess thus the saying in the Bible that cleanliness is close to godliness. Like I know that on the real way. Like I said, I'm not Christian, wasn't very Christian, don't have anything against Christians. Science is everywhere. And when I say science, I'm coming from an ancient Kemetic perspective. Shout out today, Chit Chat Sat, which is for Chit Chat Saturday. We talk about various topics, okay? Like I didn't even get up yet. Like yeah, I didn't take my spiritual bath or my bath. It's like to call it a bath. I haven't done any of that. I literally got up, high vibing. I was watching this brother. His name is Billy Carson. You have to check him out. He is a black scientist. He's originally out of Florida. I think he's still there, but he has a lot of high scientists into the idea of other life forms, living, thriving, other realities, and just kind of taking your mind even beyond what the bleep do they know, like that kind of white metaphysics to true, black, if you will, if you understand cosmos and melanin and sky and all of that. But science isn't all, practical reasons, and he is a bad brother. And so I was watching a video about him talking about, I think, ascension, but basically the idea of positivity, finding the good in every little thing, maintaining your vibrational frequency, of joy and happiness. Now, he has the science behind and how it's working. He's also definitely delving and understanding Kemet and crystals and all of that life form. So, my friend, y'all, he put me on last night, like, because y'all know I got the Merkaba, which I broke it down. I know now because from the tree of the flower, the tree of, not the tree of life, but the tree of the flower. I don't know, but I need to get that right. But anyway. Mer is for light, Ka is spirit, and Ba is physical. Or I remember to say it's the soul. So I'm just gonna say Ka Ba soul, but it's light soul, but it's a traveling device. It literally is a traveling device. So one of those beautiful pyramids upon pyramids upon pyramids that you see, what they call a tetragram or something like that, is beautiful. Like because really, the inner part of it is going counterclockwise. While I'm assuming maybe the outer part is going clockwise, but either way, it takes you so you can travel, so you can multi-dimensionally travel, and really be in that place and fix wherever you are now, because all we have is now, right? The power of now. All we have is now. But how to use the now moment. And this is what our ancient ancestors created. Basically, I'm sure, and I feel like it was a vehicle that they used all the time to travel. We're so fascinated by black people traveling from Africa to North America, thus being here forever. But we learned that from the stars. We learned that we already had that coming with us. We knew we were building Merkabas, you know what I'm saying? Seriously, that we were already traveling. So we were actually traveling galaxies. I think it was the less developed, that was actually still in caves and really just trying to figure out some paintings on the wall when we were the paintings on the wall. Because we also, in ancient Kemet and in the so called, tombs, they are the places where they are spiritually staying. They showed themselves in space. And the Dogons were so intelligent, they understood, or so spiritual, because it really has nothing to do with intellect, to be honest. It's a known, so it's a fact that every star not only was more multidimensional than we thought, that every star had personality. The stars had feelings. The stars were personified. How dope is that? So we were already knowing. That's where everything comes from us: theater, acting, all of it. The personification of that. I think that's something we do a lot as Black folks. We put a person on the deities or the high ascended masters, or and we put up and we personify them to help us to understand them in our very limited dimensional. It's not limited, even this dimension that we sometimes all agree that we're on. It's that we only take from it what somebody told us. Today I woke up, y'all, and I was thinking this idea of education, that most people are walking indoctrination or education. That most people, like, if you don't know something somebody else knows, isn't it interesting that you're considered stupid because you don't know what they know, when in actuality the information they've been fed was given to them, and it's basically arbitrary. It's not steep. The information that we all agreed on, that we've all learned in school, that we believe that if you don't know these things, you're the dumb one, is actually the people that don't know, maybe they know something else. And maybe there's something else that's probably more far significant than what we learned in school. So I was like, you have to live life to truly find out who you are. Because really, if you go by just your education or even your culture, but I would say your education more defining you, you got the same education everybody else got. You got the same indoctrination everybody else got. To truly know yourself, you have to live a life of experiences. It is experiences that, in a sense, make up this person you identify with. So, and have more good experiences because you actually create them. They do have power, but it's only the power you created them. So still, you are in control. It's not they have power over you. Those are your thoughts. Those are your ideas. Those are your belief systems. That's so wonderful. You're a creator. Like, I get it, that the idea of creation, I mean, we were already knowing that there was no different from the stars. That's why we look at the moon every night, or some of us even go as far as to do rituals. We understand that that is Mother Moon. That is Mother Moon. That's Earth people's understanding, right? She's our mother, as your mother that gave birth to you, that carried you in her physical womb. And I think for us as Black women in divine femininity, I feel like we're getting back into that. I feel like we have returned. Wait a second, I don't have my necklace on. I don't know. Hold on. This necklace right here. This necklace right here, and I'm wearing her. What am I wearing? I'm wearing her cornelian stone bracelet that is an anklet for me. And I love it. I love that anklet. I love it. I needed cornelian. That is a real truth. Like, that was, you know what? Every herb that you need, and crystals, herbs, stars, cosmos, sky, it's all not just sitting there because it looked pretty. And I think because we're in a society that creates these, I'm going to say falsities, at least this way, they're not very long lasting love for things that really is not taking you any higher. And so we are naturally high vibing people. So the idea that we're not, as Black folks, not high fiving, yeah, that's not good. We're not angry people because we don't need anger to move things. We don't need anger. We don't need shame to move things. We have cosmic power. We have Merkaba power. Think about that. The first word Mer is indicating light. And remember the idea of traveling at the speed of light, literally light travel. You do it when you do meditations. If you do any kind of light meditations, chakra clearings or cleansings or healing or activating would be even better. Do that every day. You're literally capturing the light, and the light is actually what you're traveling on. So the fact that we are light beings. I mean, we are light beings. So we're not traveling on our own light because we don't see it, but it's there. And a lot of times we have to deal with the external on that level, and we will realize that it was internal. We just activated it externally. Externally is taking your baths or fasting. Like y'all, I done overdid it with the dang dehydrated food, and now I got mucus because I ate so much dehydrated food. So we'll talk about that in the raw vegan class, but it's okay because now what I actually been being called into a cleanse. I've been called into a fast. I've been called, and usually, unfortunately, I'm working on this. I need a little extra help getting into it because I don't always heed the call originally when it first was given to me. So it doesn't matter because I do it my way. It's the path of least resistance, okay? So now when I have to fast, it's my path of least resistance. When I'm mucus is pouring out. This is great stuff. So I'm really going to move into a fast. I don't know how, when, where, but I know I'm drinking a lot of water today. That's where I always start. And that could be the fast itself. I actually, to be honest, I've been fasting all week. If you really want to understand, I've been fasting all week, y'all. Y'all, I'm telling you that everything you asked for and you really want it, you're going to get it. But let me just explain. You're going to get it in a major way. It's not going to come small. When you really holding on to the vibe, when you really checking out your Merkaba, your ability to travel throughout space and times, which means circumstances, which means conditions. The brother Billy Carson talked about how it was a very hot, I think he was in Florida day. I want to say that. I'm not sure, but I think so. And it was very, very hot. And he was basically, at some age, I don't know if he was 12, 13, maybe younger, he was tired of being so dang hot. And he thought to himself, I wonder if I could be cool and I could go to a cool place. And he sat and truly imagined to the point that he was not where he was. I've had meditations like that where your physical body, you don't even recognize, you don't even know where you are. And sometimes I would have meditations where I didn't know if I was laying, if I was sitting in my bathtub or sitting on my bed. I could not feel it. But can you imagine, most of us, I mean, the highest level is not knowing what galaxy you're in or not knowing what planet you're on. Like, then you really have done something then. But how he literally, after the meditation, he knew he was going, he knew he was out of there, in the now moment, the power of now, and he felt his skin, you could feel it was even cool. It was cool. It was a cooler skin. We know we can do that to our body. We know a lot of people, I know when a lot of people become under fire for doing something maybe that wasn't cool. Maybe they we thought they were leaders and they want to be in child molesters or whatever it is. Don't you notice they suddenly get cancer and die? Like, it's not that somebody shot them up with cancer. They shot themselves. They wanted to die because they realized death was better than what was coming for them. You can kill yourself. Okay, but then wait, we're not, it's high vibe. You can kill yourself, I'm sorry, but you can also like live yourself. Live yourself now. I sound like some Jamaican might say, a Rasta might say, live yourself, okay? Because you be killing yourself, so now I want you to live in yourself, okay? Live in yourself. Oh, wait, now, that's deep right there. Living yourself helps keep you alive instead of killing yourself. So living yourself is so important. Living your true self, living what you are. But you got to open the mind. Sometimes in life, you don't have all the answers. Sometimes in life, your education cannot take you any further for the thing, because there's other things that you want to know because you ask for stuff and they require you to figure out some stuff to get in place to get some other stuff, right? I need a teacher. And I got one. So I'm having a ball. Like, this is beyond intellectually stimulating. It is spiritually stimulating, which then in my case will stimulate the intellect. My foundation is, I used to think, and I know on some physical level, my foundation is Afrocentricity. But on a spiritual level, my foundation is spirituality. My foundation is African spirituality, cosmic spirituality. It's all African. And that's important. It is important to say that. It is very important to say that. Pero it's also important to understand that it is science. It is science not in the way we were taught Not in the way we were taught, like, oh, that's science, it's boring. Oh, this science, because that's what they would see. They would see some boring ass science that was insignificant because they had the science. It was yours, called from Kemet and beyond, and the Dogons and Mali and beyond. So it was already science. So you already had it was your science. They just gave it a name, and there you go. That's it. You know how you do it. Take your stuff, somebody else's stuff, and put your label on it, and there you have a product which you're going to hell with that product. But anyway, let me keep going. And I'm loving the idea of all these. These are divine. They are divine black men and women who are, woo, honey, through the cosmos. We are the best learners, the best doctors. We are the best. We are the most amazing, intelligent. I don't want to say intelligent, like some intellect, cosmic black men. Black man, you're looking good to me. Y'all is looking good. I am so very proud of y'all. I'm learning so much from this particular black man about stuff that I've always touched, known, seen, but never would allow myself to go because I used to think I ain't have nobody to go there. But I realized I had to go there first, and go there first when you check that high vibe frequency. That's it. That's the size of a mustard seed faith that is written in many of the texts, particularly the Bible for one, but many. It don't take a lot. Hold it for a little while. Can you hold it for a little while? Hold on just a little while longer. What you think that song meant? They was talking about Jesus, the Christ, the white man in the flesh. They were saying, hold on to the vibrational frequency of freedom. Hold on to the vibrational frequency of freedom, of bondage. Hold on to the vibrational frequency of that which you want. Hold on just a little while longer. That's the Jesus. That's the real Christ consciousness. That's the real Christ consciousness. That's what that is. So we just need to remember this. I'm sorry. Am I going too far? Are we out there? Is this like some John Coltrane album that you don't know how you got listening to it because you was listening to Gerald Albright? You was listening to the smooth jazz, and then it got all out there. You was like, where we went? Did y'all want the smooth jazz version, or you want the John Coltrane version and the Alice Coltrane version? Because I'm feeling a little Alice Coltrane. I'm feeling a little John Coltrane today, this morning, tonight, because wherever I am, wherever you are, it is tonight. You never say it wrong. You never say it wrong. Free to mind. So I'm having a ball because I'm in this new relationship that, we're going into a relationship for sure. We talk about at points where we are, what we want, but it is the deepest attraction is, first of all, somebody for a Leo. Maybe this is not everybody else. This could be a Leo thing, and I will preface it with the Leo in front of it. I need you to know more. I need you to know more than I do sometimes. I'm that one. I don't want to be the biggest fish in the pond. I literally want to be the student too. Like I'm when you teach as much as I do, you really want to be a student. I didn't even know it. I didn't even actually know, but I knew I asked for a teacher in all the forms that it's coming. And because that one person connects to, so it's just but that one person is powerful and amazing and unassuming. We got ideas of what that looks like or what it's going to come looking like. And it's amazing. You just be like, wow, it's like a regular country boy. Not regular, but look like, but he extraterrestrial, he ET, he on it. But it's nice. It's not that thing. And it's great because as you move up into your goddess reality, I think that you should know, first of all, that you are a goddess and that you are moving up in goddess realities. And so you're going to need more information. You're going to need more knowledge and wisdom. To be a good teacher is to be a good student. That I know for sure. So this is really a blessing for me, y'all, to be able to be privy to knowledge, because one thing that I have heard that I do pretty well is take something complicated, hopefully, like my man say, and make it simple. And I think that I do that as much as I can, or at least I could retain or get a true understanding of it that I could allow it to channel the information through me. Because that's basically what I'm doing. So the physical entity that allows spirit to move through it is only important in that it has maybe a knack for delivering a message in a sense. That's it. That's the most importance that I get here. The importance is what comes through the instrument. That's the most important. So it's a divine, the most high, but of course, a person that is coming through is significant in that we wouldn't hear it if we couldn't see it in the dimension that we're currently living in or on. We couldn't do that. So that's why the person there and, looking like you, feeling like you, like all that's helpful. Believe me, we're visual. I realize how visual I am because we're so visual as African people. I think it's an African thing. I don't think it's some of you black people are not visual. I'm not. I don't know. I'm not saying you don't identify or hear in other ways. I'm saying for the most part, blacks are more visual because even our eyesight in our perfect eating and thinking and feeling right is actually sees at a high in many spectrums. We already are seen in that way. So that whole like taking the eye doctor test and you failing or you got need glasses every year, they want you to have glasses, okay? They want you to not see. So we do concentrate a lot on the pineal gland, which is the third eye, but actually we should not really put down and negate the two eyes as an African because the two eyes are quite important. If you're seeing things in all of its spectrums in its full color, then you're seeing things that are probably not just in the dimension world or your current reality. You're probably quantumly are in different realities and you can see them all, which means that's why you get to choose your life in this one because you really are creating them. They're actually right now happening. The vortex is not some storehouse place that is on the dimension that you're on. It's a simultaneously, but it's in multiples. It's frequencies. That's it. And you have everything on frequencies. Now, which frequency do you want to dial into? You got to get your board charged up. And that's what crystals are. They're like the engineer's board. They're the board that's charged up. It's the charged up. And you like a person when they're producers and music people, they on that board, right? I was thinking, my babe was saying to me about the music, that even the music that when he says it is 432 hertz now, like I'm understanding that in a way. Of course, frequency, sound, and certain sounds is not good for us. Just like certain food is not good for us. So like when the songs or the music that he sends me, it is on, I guess, a 432 hertz frequency, but no doubt I can just break it down this way. It's on a frequency that matches the frequencies of you. That's why we come back and talk about the soulmate idea, and we come back to soul ties or soul family energies that you've been with before. I love this particular, I'll put the link, this interview by, I think that the channel is called Black Magic something. I don't know, something like that, but I'll put the link down. But the brother had asked a question to Billy Carson, the scientist, just about the now moment and the reality and really these ideas of frequencies that are continually around us. And that he asked him about the soulmate thing. But anyway, it was a beautiful way he put it. But what the doctor said was so profound as well. The soulmate, the souls, why would you the brother asked him, if we have all these billions of people in the world, and this idea of soul ties or soul families or soul connections, where you keep reincarnating maybe in a different body, but with the same soul family. You're just playing different parts. Why would we do that, the brother asked, if we have all these choices of billions of people? And the doctor said, which I really loved, was because the idea is it's about tuning on to our frequency, that it's natural, intrinsic, that we would want people that are vibrating with our frequency. And frequency doesn't mean they have the same frequency you have, but it's harmonic or harmonic, so that it is about harmony, right? It's about the frequencies that go with yours. So you, of course, would search out the frequency that goes with yours. I will go even to say that when you search out being more sometimes comfortable around more black folks or feeling the need to be around black people, there is melanin is absolutely has to be on the frequency. There must be a certain frequency or frequencies that melanin is moving on. So that's like makes a lot of sense. That's why you continue to choose. We talked about twin flames too on our other channel, and it's a great one. It was so good. Okay, so listen, y'all. I know I got to give you places to donate. If you want to donate to my Cash App, it's just going to be in the description box. So just check it out. I'm gonna start putting all that in before. I could actually put all that in before, so I'm going to do that. So you can just, when you finish the video or right now, you'll be able to go to the description box and see it. So we want to make sure, just in case you're feeling like that today, because it's chit chat sat, but I feel like we cosmically traveling on a Sunday. Yes, because it's church up in here today. So let me talk to my peoples. Because yeah, so I'm chilling. I'm not chilling. Well, I'm chilling. Okay, Grand Rising, Audrey. Hey, Tony. Grand Rising. Hey, Miss Racy. Good morning to you, darling. Audrey, new month, new blessings. Give thanks to the Creator. Ashe. Good morning, Lisa. Has the Facebook group for the intense tomorrow? No, not yet, but it will. Thank you, darling. Forbidden knowledge, yes. Billy Carson, yes, he is the bomb diggity. Yes, we are indeed creators. Check out You Are Creators channel on YouTube. High vibing. You know what? You Are Creators is nice. I love that one. And also, this reminded me of something I want to say. Renee, oh my God, Renee. Her name was Renee, but she has a YouTube channel. I think it's called You Are Leaders. And Anna Renee, you sent me a donation that was so generous and so dang beautiful, and just thank you. Like, that was needed and appreciated. And I really want to thank you, Anna Renee. You know who you are. I want to thank you for that. So I hope I got to say that. Okay, yes. Yes, that's true. Beverly says, no, it hasn't, but it's coming. And let me make sure I get on that so we can start adding you all now. You know how we do it. We get you in there right in time, right on time. Kamisha says, don't know if this is relevant to the conversation, but my 6-year-old speaks of another life. What is this? And he is very vivid in his descriptions. What should I do if he want what I call an old soul? He's also, yes, see, this is what I would do. I would totally encourage it, as my mother told me to do with my daughter. I would encourage her. I would be like, tell me more. What else do you see? Because this is actually, and then keep him in that reality, understanding that those other lives are called vibrational frequencies. You can call them fields, and you can teach him how they really exist simultaneously. That he's really, the past life seems like another life, when in actuality, it's happening now. Where it is, it's still now. It's still now in the past. So that it can't be that it happened and it's over. The past is still a now reality. That's the thing. So it must be all happening right now. That's why the choices of life, you see people go from rags to riches and all these kind of extraordinary, from poverty to, getting paid. It's because the realities was already out there. Isn't that wonderful? That's power. That's a lot of power right there. So encourage it. I would totally encourage it. Teachers tell me he's brilliant. That's why, but also said that they think he is hyperactive. Of course he is. He's not supposed to be sitting down. He's a black boy. A child. That's not right. That's not our makeup. We cannot sit. Let me tell you, my daughter was like that. My teachers called me in kindergarten. It's like, your daughter talks to herself. She's like, Mommy, I wasn't talking to myself. I was talking to the angels. I was like, yes, girl, yes. I understand. She's like, they said she was like, yeah, she's right. Don't teachers didn't know what to do with me. Yeah, she was. So that's what she said. Cool. I said, Miriam, they don't understand. They don't understand. So I'm going to tell you, though, what I think is, if you can get your child out of a public school and into a homeschooling, schools where they are more conscious of those kind of things, I would do that, because I feel like they go through a lot in public schools. They really do. They go through a lot. That's a lot of pain and suffering that they don't really need. That, in that case, that's where you, like we do naturally on a soulful level, is where you have to choose the frequencies that you want to be around. That you have to truly create the life you want. You cannot keep our children in the system and wonder why they not the way they used to be. They crazy. My son wasn't always crazy. You hear it all the time. You believe her. You know he was not crazy when he came out. He wasn't crazy for that long. He just got crazy. What happened? Food, indoctrination, things above the 432 hertz sound vibration. music they call music that ain't music, I would not. I would guard my child with oh, this be another child. This be another child. Vibration is what we want to teach our children. Energy, so that they don't have to not be themselves in order to fit in, because that's what starts to happen. They ain't gonna talk to themselves anymore. They ain't gonna listen to the angels because they don't want to be weird. My daughter already had locks and she ate seaweed. They was not what? You don't eat me ever in your life. You were not born in a hospital. You did not get immunized? Oh my God. No, she went through all of that. She went through all of that. So when I tell you to keep your children, if you can, depending on how sensitive they are, out of the system, as far as that, we understand. Like, I worked in so-called Black African alternative schools. Find a private school child. I worked in Black alternative schools, and those children would leave the schools, after a certain grade, and they would go back to public school, and they would be skipped 2 to 3 grades. Come on now, our stuff is the baddest shit in the world. You got to believe that. If you don't believe it, then forget it. Forget everything I said if you don't believe that. Okay, no, but you do. And thank you, because a great question. He is brilliant, so keep him close to you. Yes, we are the teachers and the students. Yes, we better be, or we're going to be stuck having the same conversation, wondering why we not getting any further. I mean, individually having a conversation with ourselves. So it is very, it's very cosmic. It's very wonderful. I called it high vibe. Like, I mean, that's what I think that gets me about all of my amazing encounters. They were happening anyway, because I have a lot of power, and so do you. But some of them were unconscious. So what I was saying about the house being the vision board, all those things came to truth, but it made me realize, like, oh my God, your house really is a vision board, and what you put up there is your life. You are reflecting a life that you are choosing by looking at it every day. You have chosen to accept it as your life, and sometimes you look and you be like, ooh, but then other things you do, you look and you don't even know. Like, you could have the map of Africa, which is a very amazing high vibe thing, especially for Africans in the diaspora, because that's something on some level sometimes we think we're longing. But because you have all those different countries and ideas and thoughts, you're bringing in a lot of high power. So you can see how it works in a great way. You want a relationship, you put a picture of a couple and when you look at that picture, you really get excited, because that is just so what you want, or whatever that thing is. But you're going to get more. This is the thing that I could tell y'all. Hold on one sec. This is the thing that I could tell you. You're going to get more. You're going to get more. You're going to get more. This is why I'm doing my Sunday course that Beverly was asking about. She's right on. The Sunday course is the Creating Vessels. You're going to get more than you bargained for. And we need a transition from thinking we was woke to really waking up. Because if you don't have the transition, or what could happen, or how to hold what you're getting, you're going to go back to where you were. And that's the thing. So, and since sometimes we come with blockages, okay. So some of our blockages is blocking what is coming to us, because we attaching it with too much stuff. We're putting a lot on just accept. That is the art of allowance. Oh my God, just accept. Yes, thank you. I see why that. Yeah, just keep saying thank you, and accept. That's a big one. Like, stop being so in your head when you have people, places, things, or opportunities that's coming in your life that clearly needs to want to help you, and clearly is what you asked for. But sometimes that clearly is not so clearly. So we will sabotage, we will push to the side, we will be stupid. So that's, I think, what I feel like I could help you with, is to that bridge between the total awakening, or if there's a total, but definitely feeling more awakened, and awaken in ways that actually help you in the now. These are not ancient traditions or ancient texts that people are studying from. that they're studying from just because it looks nice and it feels good to be able to have all that knowledge and wisdom. It is because they're hoping, they're knowing that this is a way to, let's take it, make it plain, get out the matrix, to understand that that's just one reality and we choosing to live on it. We all in agreement. And the moment are we, because this is the greatest tool, is the mind. And really, it's not just the brain, it's consciousness. And all these tools, our answers, they were amazing. We have to stop looking at science as a white thing. We have to stop looking at education in the way that, as the white way that we've been taught. We have to look at it from a point of high universities, Kemet for real, and all the other amazing universities that took place in the backyards. The University of your grandmama in Mississippi, like that, the University of her porch. You know what I'm saying? University of the Stoop in Brooklyn, New York, the University of the Corner, and those little crates that the old men sat on and taught, and the moonshine and the Boone's Farm. You know what I'm saying? And the Colt 45 universities that we have been a part of. The university, unfortunately, of the jailhouse, but maybe fortunately too, because that's a university and they better than bad. So, I mean, we have to tap into the knowledge and the wisdom and the experiences of our people. That's why I'm loving the Friday thing. I hope you had a good time last night. We had so much fun. We had Carla Hampton. She's actually a business consultant, intuitive business consultant. And she has a wonderful company called Intuitive Mind Co. .com, no, at gmail.com, if you want to check her out. I think that's the one at gmail.com. Just amazing. Wow. Like we all were wow. I saw your comments. It was wow. Because that's what we have in our communities. But we all have a piece that we can bridge each other. I think that we're bridges for each other. And we have to keep going. But get your mind, like that training of the mind, that when you start going into them ideas and frequencies and you get it, that's a connect. That's a woo. You done pivot now. You done click. So I get to have that, y'all. I get to have those conversations. But I think those that have been with me did I not ask. I needed a vibe. And then honestly, because he's from my culture, that we're both Black Americans, there's something about that. Like, you know what? I love this idea, what I learned about traveling. And a lot of people say this. So, yeah, we all Black. When you go to Black countries, but that culture could separate that Blackness in a second. I'm trying to tell you. It's most of us, it's not that Black people don't want to be Black folks. We love each other. We love each other. We speak Spanish, French, Portuguese, and some other languages that we naturally speak, right? That we so-called originally speak. But the culture is sometimes, it don't have to. You can transcend all of that. But I'm such an earthy person. I'm really from the end, both idea, or I'm going to say spectrum, since we talk about how we see, where I need that feel it, taste it, touch it. I need that solidness. I need that earth. I need that country earth. You know what I'm saying? Like that. A man that loves nature, that is some grounding, real truth. And I love that. I love the ground, and I love earth, and I love the energies of it. That really was kind of created for your light being, for your or your mare. Do you get it? Like that's what the earth was created for you, so you would have grounding devices that really kept you gravitationally, at least, going against to the ground. We talk about gravity. Why are we not just all floating? Well, maybe we are in another dimension, another reality that still exists right now. But we staying sure don't look like we levitating. We look like we real solid to the ground. How do we defy gravity in a sense? I know this was so much down, but I look at gravity another way. I look at it as a form of we should be moving in all directions. So therefore, it just can't be up and down. That's that whole deal I think about too of the Merkaba, right? Or is it now when I think about it, look at all the directions that it's going in simultaneously. Now just that's so that already is showing you. That's already showing you that there are multiple ways, realities, choices, ideas, thoughts, concepts, ideologies, feelings. That's look what it does. That Merkaba. I mean, just ish. Wait a second now. It's all happening now, and the possibilities are all in the now, and the change and the rearrange is all in the now. It's all in the now. Okay, I'm done. All right. Yes. Absolutely. I know, I get happy. I like y'all. Thank you for being here today. I just want to say that. I welcome everybody on this morning. Yes, that's right. Okay, thanks. You're welcome, baby. Public school is something else. I work in an elementary school. Disheartening. Oh, yes, Copper Genius. You know about it. Kamisha says, thanks. You are very welcome. Hey, Auntie Lisa. Hey, Via. How are you? You're vibrating high. I can see it. I feel it. Oh, thank you, Via. Thank you. I feel like I'm definitely leaving the building, as they say. Yes, the real university education is real life living, as my elders would say. They knew. They absolutely knew. They used to say that. Let me learn you something, because they realized we wasn't taught nothing, or maybe we was taught too much. So now they wanted to learn us instead of teach us. And I just think I love them for that. Good morning, Lakeisha. Yes, we are very, very blessed. We have to tap into who and what we really, truly are. And I think once you get on that vibratory frequency, it came through in the sense, no, my awakening was already happening, but yours is too. That's the part. It all of it gets you to all of it. So the ready to getting ready, great concept, great African concept, ready to getting ready. This is it too. This is it too. The show has begun. There's a beautiful song by, it's a jazz song, but it's by, I can't remember the brother's name, but anyway, it's talking about the show has become, I forget his name. I'll remember in a second, but the show has begun, y'all. So this is it. And then the understanding, sometimes when you feel entrapped, you feeling like stagnant, you feel like in every area, everybody been there, like every area, like, oh, my love life, my money, my work, all my relationships, I'm just stuck, or I don't know I could feel it, but I don't know what else to do. So I just get up and keep doing the thing I know how to do, but I'm feeling like, I feel like that is your consciousness that moved to a higher realm, because stuff that you've been doing has worked, and you haven't moved with it. Period. You are a you. There is a you. You got a choice. You're from. That's you. There is, but you also have a choice of what makes up you, and you get to fix that, rearrange it, change it, pull from the other realities. It's a lie. Can you imagine that we actually thought on this way anyway? We thought like the Merkaba. We thought that way. We always knew. That's why I'm going to say, like I said, head and the eyes in the back of the head, all these sayings that Black people naturally have. Our eyes can't see. Educated fools. Like the things our ancestors knew. It's like they dumb as hell. They don't know nothing about cutting the wood. They don't know nothing about starting no fire. They don't know nothing about how to make food when you don't have none. They don't know nothing about house cleaning their house. They got to know the broom in the house first. They don't know nothing about that. They don't know nothing. That's an elder tell you. They don't know nothing. You be like, what you learn in school? And you start talking on educationally. It's okay. We all caught up, And they be like, she don't know nothing. They turn around to each other and be like, she don't know nothing. She don't know nothing. And then, oh yeah, we don't know nothing. We don't know how to. Yeah, we don't know how to get the very things we want. Most Black women, a lot of Black women want a man. We can't get that. Like, something went wrong. Something went wrong when a woman can't get a man. Like, so that when you really think about it, what's that about? You're a woman. Like, you can get anything. You can get anything. And you can't get a man. That's when you know we have deprogrammed from our own program. We need to get back reprogrammed on our own program. No, we deprogrammed. We deprogrammed whether we were deprogrammed. We still deprogrammed, and we need to reprogram, because meaning the information is already there, and information is inside of you. You really are the Merkaba. You really are. It's you. It's you. But you're not, in a sense, because all of it is happening at the same time. It's happening at the same time, but not the same things. This is the thing. The same thing is not happening at the same time. At the same time, there's a variety of things and choices that you could have as a life. You could have it. You can change this. It's like a goddamn video game. It's too dope. You could change what's happening, all realities, by just changing what's happening in your life right now. You could actually tweak it. You could hook it up for that. You could program it for that. You can program your own frequencies. You can program them. How you think these video games come out? They're made of something. They're made about somebody, something you, the God you, God is you. You can program that in. So you can be like, I want this to start. Just like you program your just like you program your VHS or you program. I want to watch that goddamn stupid ass Willie Williams, Wendy Williams. Let me program that shit while I go to work. I get doctrinated when I go to work and come home and get doctrinated some more on some bullshit. But it's okay because it's your choice. That's what the goddamn you get when you come up in this body. So live it out and have a good damn time. That's all. Nobody can't judge nobody because it's all choices, right? But when you start eating the right foods and you're taking in the right information, you're reprogramming yourself. When you are tapped in, tuned in, turned on, you're reprogramming yourself. So reprogramming is a wonderful thing, and there are many stations that you can connect to. So just connect to the stations that are under 430, no, that are 432 hertz. Okay, I'll learn that. I love that. I got it. It was a great concept. Okay, so anyway, we are having so much fun this morning, which means that what am I doing? I feel like I'm a fast, so I'm thinking my bed is going to fast with me. So because I overate too much food, and he lives off the herbs and other stuff, so he'd be fine. So I think we're gonna have a semi-fasting weekend. So I won't have to be stressed on making those food that I ate too damn much of it. I can't even do it. He good. I just feel like I need to fast, and if I need to fast, he probably need to fast too, because that's just oneness, and you just on that. So I'm not gonna worry about that. I'm gonna clean up. I like to clean up, and I'm gonna clean up, and I'm gonna stay in the house. There's one more thing I want to share about you, and so always be love you and be excited about you and who and what you are, and see the you and the things that you do as good stuff, as great stuff, because it really, really is. There was a time that I remember coming on here saying, yeah, I've been in the house for like 3 days, 4 days. Like, why am I not going outside? I'm just not going outside. And now I'm in the house for 3, 4 days. And I can say I had the ball, honey. I didn't have to deal with the rain. I didn't have to deal with the dang traffic. I don't go out because I don't want to. Because that means that I'm doing in a lot of ways, it's like you're doing your magic. Like when you stay in your house sometimes for days, I know me, there's some real change about to come when I get out of this stage. So embrace your inner time. This is winter time. Why are you in them streets anyway? Okay, why are you in them damn streets? I know why. Because you working and you got to work outside, and that's where you don't, and that's where we're gonna go, and that's where we continue to go. May the divine just love and bless me, bless this brother. He is an asset to your sister's life in many, many ways. And I just want to just give thanks and praises for his love, his patience. Not even patience. We don't have nothing to be patient about. Just cool. His presence, his joy, his love, and his understanding, and of the knowledge that he has, and also in the way it's delivered. So he's all about me winning, y'all. And he's definitely, he's come because I called, and I came because he called. And we see that in very many ways. So, we let the future continue. We still are seeing each other every other weekend because he has his, children on the weekend. They're big kids, but, 15, 20. So, and his family, he got things. It's perfect. It's a grown folk relationship, okay? I got things to do. He got things to do. And eventually, we'll be doing a lot of things together as well. But it is a very, very pleasant, very high vibe, like never in my life ever on these many levels. But it shows me where I was and what I was ready for. That's why I say these vessels are going to be so important, because it's going to happen in every way. It's going to happen. I realize I'm going to go back to my girlfriend. Remember, high vibe, goddess, high vibe. I did it again. I got to be better about this. I think maybe, let's say on Monday, I said, yeah, I'll probably come around to see you around Thursday. I was being very African again. She called me yesterday and said, you still coming? I'm getting ready to go. I didn't even remember I said, but I do remember I said. Now, see, I'm still learning. Like, that's a high vibe relationship. And I got to put my love and make sure that I nurture that. Like, I know I need to go by, even though I've been in my cave, I know I got to get out and nurture my friendships in every way. So I just put a lot of care into everything that is mine, that is, in a sense, I created. And my relationships are self-created, are created as well. So put things into your relationships, and because people like you, people want to be around you. and you like people as well. But also let people know that you do that inner thing, and that's why you need the time. You need the time. You do need time, ladies. Some of us, all of us have that in us. People call it introverts. No, every goddess woman needs time to. When you get all of this, it's not new information. It's even stuff that I've like seen in different places, but I didn't go into it. I stayed in a lane that I don't know. I'm not saying I didn't allow myself to grow, because I think when you get it, you get it. When it's time, it's time. When you're ready, you're ready. So I'm just going to give thanks for it, and I'm going to give praises for it, that it's, I'm ready. I'm ready to step into it, because I can see how I'm receiving it, and I can see how I'm disseminating it. I can see it. And so the staying in, like, think about it. You creating I'm going to say a hut. Even the design a lot of times of some of the huts back in the day was the more round kind of thing, right? That kind of vortexy energy that continues to go around and around. Only it's not just going like this, it's also going like this around it, and then it's going like this around. So now I'm really understanding this whole Merkaba thing as far as energy, that nothing is this flat round circle. That the flat round circle is not flat. Then it's not even really a circle. It's spinning this way, it's spinning this way, it's spinning on its axis, it's spinning, other spinning discs are spinning around it. Kind of like, I think, Saturn, in the sense the disc is important as well. So anyway, we're going to leave that alone, because I don't know. I went to there was a portal opening, and I dived up in that bad boy. Okay, yes, it is, darling. I love hearing from you. Michelle, good morning. That makes sense the way you explain being stuck. Oh, I'm so glad, because I got lost. Thank you. I didn't get lost. I got found, god dang it. Yes, many Black women are stuck on educational system, but can't even attract love from our natural counterparts, men. Something to think about. Change is needed. Via, thank you so much for articulating that so eloquently, because, yeah, right? Like, you start to think like, oh, wait, oh, okay, wait, I get it. And I'm going to help us. Natalie says, no, Natalie, oh wait, yes. Natalie, Carey, how are you, beautiful? Thank you so much for all that you do. You are very welcome. Thank you so much for receiving it. Zumba, Queen 7, Lisa Marie, you give me hope that it is never too late to create the life that I want. Yes, ma'am. Ashe, that's beautiful. Thank you. I am the tiger. Good afternoon, darling. How are you? I hope you're wonderful. Good afternoon to you as well. So it's afternoon where you are. That's excellent. See, I mean, we're already living on the multiple realities, different times and different places. We're in the now moment talking to somebody that is 3 hours or 4 hours or 10 hours or 20 hours ahead of us. How are we not living multidimensional realities? Those are all choices. And some of us think that the choice we made, but we get so stuck in the stuckness of the body or that concept. Because I don't think body is just a physical form. We know that. There's bodies of thought, bodies of theories, bodies of education. So when I say even the body, but I'm talking about the denseness of our thoughts make us think our body is even that dense as well. I'm starting to think less the body's getting the bad rap when we be like, oh, don't identify so heavily with the body. Wait a second now. Let's go back to them two eyes. Since they see in the full spectrum, they're important. So the body, therefore, is important as well. We know the African body, the Black body, how that is so important that others have chosen to use it as commodities, human commodities, to make money off of it. So, because that's such a low level thinking, but they ain't there. Science and high science, science and comedic science, science and high spiritual science is two different kinds of sciences. And I will say the other one's not science at all. Because science should never be built or grounded in destruction and evilness. That cannot be science. Science is about the evolution of life, not the destruction of life. So there you go. Y'all not even teaching science because you destroying life. And life is to be constantly evolved and evolving as your higher source is as well. We always look to the higher source to be the source of all. But in actuality, we part of that too. It's like, that's why you can look at having a relationship with you and your man. Like, sometimes he know what he talking about. Sometimes you do. It's really, you need that. You need that other half that feels. I'm weak at. You ain't gonna learn every day in a lifetime. So you got that. Cool. I got this. Let's put this together. Let's figure this out. It's beautiful. Relationships are such an excellent way of understanding, in a sense, you yourself, whatever that is, whatever dot that you decided to focus on, whatever reality or frequency you decided to park in, that's the one I'm calling you, because they all you, all of these multiple yous, but you ain't seeing that yet, and that's okay. The you that you could see is even more multidimensional than you can think. And the only way you're going to get to the other dimensions of the you that you can see is to take in knowledge that you may have not taken in before. It's to go places that you've never gone. And I don't mean physically go, I mean energetically go. Because that is more, why worry about not traveling around the country when you can travel right now to any place in the world? Forget the world, so to speak. You can travel to any place in the galaxy. And of course, the physical manifestations of travel will have to come. We're going about this the wrong way, y'all. You got to start traveling first in space. And that's the space or that brain up there in your mind. Like, travel there. That'd be a great place. Start there. You got to start traveling first in your mind or in your consciousness, or your frequencies. Your cells travel, your blood travel, even the oxygen in your body travels. But why are we not? And we look at travel like, oh, it's this thing, you go to these countries. No, I don't even get excited that much now traveling as much, because I realized that the places I was going was already in here. And here meaning already through here. You're going to be led to all the places you're supposed to go. I don't care, like, just create a pick it. It's all good. I understand. I got to learn. This summer I'm going to learn. I'm going to go over to a new galaxy. This is going to be a new reality. But I do understand I can sit right here in this chair and go there first and get there a lot easier. I probably won't have to pay no money for the flight. I probably make money even going. If I allow myself to travel on an intergalactic level, I'm about to do this Merkaba. Me and this brother, me and my babe, we're about to do a Merkaba meditation when he comes. We're about to do some stuff. We talk about activating the Kundalini and how amazing that I get that Kundalini thing now. I get it. I get it. I felt it in a way, and I understand the importance of an activated Kundalini and the importance of that releasing in that way, because you release things for good. It's like being a newborn baby again. I would imagine you start fresh. All right, queens. I love you all very, very much. And we are just having a good time. Okay, so Via says, yes, multiple realities. Yes, V, I love you, darling. Yes, traveling with meditation. Yes, Eye of the Tiger. Yes. Yes, I love hydroplane through dimensions, universal and galactic travel. Yes, queen, all the way. It's let's take it higher. Like I'm saying, y'all, through meditation, yes, y'all, listening in the music that says that let's go higher to the frequencies, listening to the music on that high vibing frequency. You're traveling that music, because it's true. My babe was like, right, it's really the frequencies you're listening to. You're not listening to the words for sure, but it's even beyond the beat. And I love how I said it. You're listening, you're feeling the frequency. That's what make you want to be like, ooh, when some women be like, oh, when I hear that song, you know what I'm saying, or that brother that like Maxwell, somebody, it made me all, because he's tapping into to that heart space frequency. There's a frequency. Love is a frequency. It's the dopest one, really. It's the best one, really. But most of us don't allow ourselves to have love, not be love. So that love vibration, if it's coming from a high frequency, then the food matches the vibration. Then the songs and the music matches the vibration. But I traveled, so not only was I in the house for like 3 days straight, I was traveling through the music. I was feeling the waves, like somebody riding waves. I was riding the waves, like the waves you have right before you give birth to that child, baby. That's a wave. Well, it just don't hurt. This feel good, but do you let yourself go? Do you let yourself float? Do you let yourself, like, that's the thing. Like, do you just you just start feeling it, and then you do feel the words, because words and sound is vibration. Then you be like, oh, good vibe, good intentions, and the song and the doo 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 doo. You can hear it's like someone's got some man in our lives, and we lucky got fingers that could actually arouse you just by laying them on you. But the same thing is with the tunes or songs or vibration or tonation, if you will. It's strung in like a guitar string. It's strunging something inside of you. A lot of healing, a lot of possibility of healing, a lot of possibility of healing. So sound therapy, but not they sounds, not even other cultures that are people of color sounds. I'm talking about our vibration. So when our children are making these high vibe songs, whether they're using the machines, but it's still vibrations too. It's okay, y'all. It's all good. Those two, or the bands and music, those two are still they're Imhoteps. They're brilliant and they're Imhoteps. So much good black music out here. It's so much good black men out here. It's so many good black women out here. It's so much good black love out here. It's so much good black high consciousness out here. It's so much good blackness out here. It's so much good. It's so much good. It's so much good. And so it is. Love you, ladies. Have a beautiful, blessed day. And I am channeled out. Let me drink some water and talk to my bae. All right, ladies. I'll see you in the next video. Have a beautiful one. Like, share, subscribe, share, subscribe, like. And if you want to donate, link will be in the description box. Cash App, PayPal. If you felt anything, let me go put on this high vibe music, y'all. Love you, ladies. Peace and blessings.